Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Bob Trade Genius. It's the 22nd of November. And let's talk SPY because I think that's the big thing to look at. And this is ES, I should say. SPY, ES, S&P, X, all the same. And so it's been an interesting week. So we haven't seen this in a while. So we finally got a trend change on yesterday, and from basically the middle of October, we've been running up. We had a bit of a pause here. We got overbought, and but you could see here this is just representing this graphically. But we stayed in the upper half here, and we just continued to stay overbought, and then we finally got a sell signal here that basically the relative strength index has just got to the point of ridiculousness, and then money flow started to give way a little bit here, and now we're on the underside of this trend line, and we're bouncing off the linear regression, and we kind of had the body of the day was higher, but the end of the day was pretty much the same thing. I think it was like ended up at 31.12, but we're essentially flat these last 2 days, and now we have to worry about whether or not we kind of roll over from here, and I think it's something to keep an eye on. So, in order for us to say, hey, we're going to scoot back up, we'll have to break through this line and start to move higher. I just don't know. The market was just a dog all day. They push it down in the morning with Europe, and I'll show that to you in a second, and then they ramp it up to get it back to basically VWAP, and basically that's kind of like the volume weighted average price for the futures, and then it just kind of kills it. And then there's nothing more to the day. And if you look here on a 5-minute, is usually you could get a trade, the way it's been playing is you can get a trade at the open and have it run up to the top of the channel before it pulls back some, but now they've been kind of gliding it and then just dropping it. Here, let's just show you. So this morning they did it again. As soon as the market opened, it kind of dickered around here for a good hour, and I'm thinking, okay, well maybe now they'll run up to the high of the overnight, which was around 31.14 area, but it just went a couple points short, and then it just gave way, and it dumped all the way back down, got under 3100 again, and then we went ahead and we put a trade on here, lost a little bit, 2 points, came back here, and we collected back 6+, and then just put it on the shelf the rest of the day. We tried to get an end of the day move the last half hour, but it just wasn't giving us anything, and so we just left it be. This was an opportunity, but I wasn't. This is after the close right here. So this area here is where we were trying to catch a move. We didn't get anything. We hopped off where it sold down, and then just left it be. And then they did this end of the day stuff here, but we were already long gone by then. So I don't know. I can't really figure out where the juice is going to come from. There's no trade news. Impeachment thing is getting old and boring for people. Earnings aren't there. Growth is falling around the world. So, we can kind of be in Sputtersville a little bit. Even the miners were starting to sell off, and that was an interesting day. But we did have a couple things that worked for us. One really well, and one I think is pretty oversold. So we might have an opportunity. I'm going to talk about that one right now. So if we slip on over into one that worked out really well for us was natural gas came back again, and we went ahead and caught this move here, and we zip in over here. So we got it at coming out of the morning here 187, and then it did a quick dip, and then it just shot up to 196. I got up to all 199. We're going to try to see if we can get it pushed up to here, to this resistance area here, and then hop off the train. We've traded Southwest Energy a few times this year. We kind of caught it. CHK was a favorite, but it's now radioactive, so we're staying away from that one. One that's pretty oversold that we're interested in is Mosaic, and so we went ahead and we caught this trade here, and now we're got in at basically 1840. But if you look on this thing from a daily standpoint, it's it pushed all the way down here, and we got a nice relative strength signal on it. So I'm looking to see if we can get a nice reversal back up to about 20 bucks. And then we also took a position in Twitter. I know it's amazing because don't believe in a lot of their philosophies, but you can't ignore this beautiful gap down right here. And I think it's starting to build some momentum. And so I'm looking to see, and I'll show this on an hourly, it looks a lot nicer, is that it had this pop here, came back down through here, got our buy signal, and we're in it. And I'm looking forward to, for this to kind of be a little bit of a pennant and have this thing break up over like 31.50, and ultimately see if we can capture a gap fill on this thing at the low here is 37.76. Hey, I'd be happy if I got halfway there. So those are trades we put on today, and we've been slowly taking off the miners as they've been getting stopped out, and we rolled contracts on our wheat and precious metals, and the one that we're in that had a nice move today. Kind of surprising because we've never been lately lucky with this thing. It's always been turned right back down on us, but we went ahead and bought Freeport McMoran at $11, and then it pushed up, and then it went down again, and then we just had this nice little move on it today, and we're selling calls against it. So I have the 1150s on for next Friday, but it's my second trip on the 1150s. And so our cost basis is down to 1110, and I moved our sell limit up to 1170, and our stop is down here at 1070. I'll be moving that up on Monday, but it'll be a nice trade. I'm looking to see if we can pull 5 to 10% net profit out of this thing, and I'd be happy with that trade. But this is a nice trade if you like to trade covered calls with it. So it's oscillating nicely now. So if you're quick, you don't mind day trading occasionally on it, this is a nice one to do, and nice one to throw options out on it, buy them, at the money, in the money, go out 3 months and then sell calls against it every week. That's what I normally do, and then capture my profit. If it starts turning against me, just close the whole thing off. Anyway, we'll have a lot to say this weekend, and for those who are subscribing with us, you have an opportunity to renew. There's a renewal special going on. We just do it once a year for Black Friday. Great prices, and you already made an investment with us, and you can extend your membership even if you just renewed at that price, or you can just renew. And so check it out. I think it's worth it to you. You're doing pretty well, and we'd like to see you get a good ROI on your relationship with us. If you don't trade with us, we got Black Friday specials for newbies too. So check out our bundles. They're discounted nicely for you guys, and I think you'll find something you like. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.